Oh, that's a huge game system. What's going on, guys and gals? My name is William Clark, and welcome to a video. So, in this video, we are going to be talking about a restaurant that I used to go back in the day. I don't know if it really exists much anywhere else. I don't even know how many of you people have actually heard of it. It's a place called Ponderosa. Now, what it was a pretty much, I guess, like a buffet kind of place. You would go, get your drinks and shit, get all that. Then go to the area where they have all the food, right? And just get whatever the fuck you want. Make a concoction of whatever you want. And that's what I like about buffets, is that they can do whatever they want. Really, you can put whatever you want on your thing as long as they had it. Now, seeing as how I'm a gamer, that's not actually why I want to talk about Ponderosa originally. Originally, I wanted to talk about the stuff that you could find in Ponderosa if there is one that had this kind of stuff. So, I mean, Ponderosa, the food was pretty good. I mean, it was decent, I guess. I mean, from what I remember, I don't remember a lot about it. But I do remember there was this one in Athens, Ohio, which I don't know if any of you know, is a place in Ohio, obviously. But it's a really cool place. It's decent sized. You got business there, not like here in Meigs County where there's nothing. But in Athens, there was at the time there was a Ponderosa there, and we went there, got food. But what I remember most fondly was the arcade room. Yeah, there's a fucking arcade room full of games and stuff. Like, you know how some places have like one or two arcades. There's like maybe a shooting game where you shoot deer and shit. Like Cabela's or whatever. Like Cabela's or Big Game Hunting or something like that. You shoot deer, shoot whatever. They had that kind of game. And they had maybe some sort of, maybe either a basketball game, like you shoot baskets and whatever, trying to get as much points as you can, or something as simple like that. Well, this one had those, yeah, but they also had actual arcades. I believe they had, I don't remember all the games that they had, but I think one was Super Monkey Ball. I'm not sure. And I know one was bowling, because they had the whole, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying, like the ball trackpad, I guess you could say, where it's like, it's a ball, and you just, I don't know, am I doing a decent rendition of it? But yeah, I had like a bowling game that you just, yeah, I don't fucking know. And then they also had other games as well. That's what I remember the most of. But I mean, I don't remember much about the food. That's what people go there for, is the food. But I always wanted to go there because of the arcades. I mean, let's be honest here. As a gamer, who the fuck wouldn't? Yeah, they were basically your run-of-the-mill games that you would find at almost anywhere, even at like a movie theater, where they had arcades and stuff. You know how I said the whole Super Monkey Ball thing and all that? Well, yeah, they had those track balls that you could just roll around and to aim your ball and stuff. I never played any of those things, but I remember seeing them. Every time we went there, I was like, I'm going to the fucking arcade. And that's like that's where you would find me. Most likely. If I ever went missing, that would be the first place to look. Where's the arcades? But since then, I think Ponderosa shut down in Athens, and there's another place. I think there's another one in Gallipolis, Ohio. I know I'm naming off a bunch of places in Ohio you probably don't know anything about. You probably know more about Athens than you do Gallipolis. But anyways, I think there used to be one in Gallipolis, and we went there. I don't think it had anything. Like, yeah, it had food, but I don't think they had any arcades. And I'm like, I want to go to the one in Athens. Nowadays, I don't think... it's sad nowadays that why I bring this place up is not just because of the food in the arcades, but to think about some of these things that are dying. Not just the food, in general, like Ponderosa. I don't think there's any more around. If there is, it's probably in your Cincinnati areas or your Dayton or stuff like that. It's not going to be around here anymore. However, another thing I wanted to bring up in this video, speaking of arcades, is the fact that arcades are dying. They're a dying breed. Nobody wants to put in a quarter or so, or however much you gotta pay to actually play the game. Nobody wants to do that. I mean, nobody wants to pop in 25 cents and just play a game of House of the Dead, or play Super Monkey Ball, or play pinball, or something like that. I mean, if you can just go, like, let's say for example, okay, I'm gonna move the camera because I have video games stacked up on top of the camera, or not on top of, but the camera on top of, you know what I mean, the camera on top of the games to show me on camera and stuff like that. But let's say for example, Skyrim was a game that was on the arcade, right? Let's say that wasn't, let's say there's a game of Skyrim on the arcades. Why would you waste 25 cents or more? Camera issues. But why would you want to waste 25 cents or more on a game where you may get like a couple seconds, maybe a minute or so of gameplay before you die, and you have to do it again? Because that's the thing about arcades, is that they obviously were designed to be money hungry and power hungry, so they wanted all your money, pretty much. And that's the whole point of arcades. But you can hack them and rig them to where you can get the games for free, basically. And it's like free play. All you need is a fucking machine. But they're a dying breed. There's a movie theater that we used to go on that I guess we still go to if there's anything good and we have the money and all that stuff. Over in Gallipolis, over Screen 7, I believe. They used to have arcades. They used to have a racing game. They used to have a Terminator game. They used to have your standard, I guess, Cabela's kind of game as well. They had those kind of games, right? Well, one day we went in, there was none of that. They replaced it with merchandise for, like, t-shirts and stuff. I don't mind. I mean, I didn't really play any of the games anyway. Because, I mean, we were there for, the movies that were showing at the time. We weren't really there to play the games. I mean, I'd love to again. But the thing is, this proves to show that a lot of places, they're getting rid of arcade cabinets and stuff. There was a place we used to go to in Ravenswood, West Virginia, which I don't even know if you fucking know where that's at or not. Probably not. But it's called Ponchos, and there's like 2 or 3 around the area. There were, I think, one in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, which I'm sure you've probably heard of because of the Mothman and all that stuff. And there was one in Ravenswood, and there was somewhere else. Well, the one that we went to before it shut down for some odd reason, it was a Mexican restaurant and stuff. But this place, it had an arcade game. I think it was, what was it? It was some sort of racing game. It was either Cruising USA or Daytona USA or something like that. Something that was good, like a really good, popular racing game on the arcades. I played like a couple games of that. I played a little bit of racing. And then I knew 1 or 2 people, they walked in, they'd play the system as, they'd play the arcade as well. And then they got rid of Ponchos, basically. And, I still really don't know why. I mean, it was a good place. It was a good place to eat, good place to get food. Also, another thing is, like, why are you getting rid of arcades, though? I know, you got your home consoles, you got your Xbox and your PlayStation, your Nintendo Wii's, Wii U's, 3DS's, 2DS's, 1DS's, your Fluttershy Cube, Fluttershy, just a Fluttershy, you got her as a game system, I don't fucking know, we're getting ridiculous here with the numbering of Nintendo stuff, but, I mean, just because you have these doesn't mean you should get rid of the old classics. You know, you shouldn't get rid of House of the Dead. You shouldn't get rid of Mortal Kombat back in the day, because there was a movie theater we used to go to back in Dayton, I believe it was. That place was fucking packed. I know this was back when I was younger, so, and they had more, and this was back during the GameCube times, so this was back when we had, you know, arcades a fucking plenty. No matter where you went, there was always an arcade cabinet somewhere. Somewhere to be found. At least one. And they had, I think at least they had all three of the classic Mortal Kombat games. 1, 2, and 3. And I think maybe 4, I'm not sure. But, we haven't been to that movie theater since we left Dayton, basically back in 2005. Well, I'm sure that the arcade machines are gone by now. And even if they weren't gone, I'm pretty sure the Mortal Kombat ones probably are. Because it's been several years. But what I never understood is, why are you getting rid of the arcades? I know they're somewhat expensive to keep into your thing, but there's a DDR wannabe, I guess. I forgot what the game was. It was a DDR, or Dance Dance Revolution, kind of game. Over in the movie theater in Athens, where, you know, I mentioned House of the Dead. Well, for some reason, they took that one out. I guess there was something faulty with the machine. I could believe that, because a lot of people were using that. They were using the machine, and they were they were basically PK gaming it. And yes, I just used him as a word. A verb. I don't know. I'm not good with English. But anyways, you know, they were basically doing what PK Game does, just like fucking dancing like a madman, just like scoring ridiculous amount of points, and just putting them, you know, making the machine realize who the fucking leader is. I mean, they had handlebars, obviously, so you could just, like, not fall off the damn thing or whatever while you were dancing or whatever, but they had that. And they just took it away for some reason, and I don't think they ever brought it back. But, I mean, it makes no sense as to why people are getting rid of arcades. Now, going back to Ponderosa, I mean, the food was decent, I think. I can't remember a damn thing about the food, because it's been forever. But the whole arcade experience was there. I always wanted to go to the arcades, even if I didn't have any money. And you know how kids are, right? Back in the day, you know, even if they're like free or like games that there's no coins in them whatsoever, and you can't play them. They're just like pushing buttons to make it look like they're playing it. Ah, good times. But yeah, like I said, I mean, I don't get why people are just getting rid of arcades. They're basically getting rid of fucking history. Basically. Because, I mean, think about it. What did you guys and gals have before you had game systems? You had arcade cabinets. You would go somewhere, get some arcades, play the fuck out of them, put in all your money that you ever made doing whatever the fuck it is you do, and there you go. Play the game. Home consoles came out, you know, the Atari and the Magnavox Odyssey and all that good shit. They came out. And some of these games were ports of the arcade. And obviously the arcade looked better because, I mean, the arcade had a little bit of time to do stuff. And, you know, even some games back in the day on the NES, some were ported from the source material, which was the arcades. So you're basically fucking up history by taking these things away. Now, yes, House of the Dead, again, was originally an arcade game before it became a thing on home consoles. But, and same with Mortal Kombat. But, the thing is, I mean, you shouldn't get rid of history. I've always wanted some form of arcade cabinet. I'm not talking like those one-up, there's new one-up game cabinets that are you find at Walmart now. I mean, I'd love to have one of those. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to have a Mortal Kombat one and the Galaga one, because I fucking love Galaga. But the OG, original, actual arcade cabinets of some of these games. I want House of the Dead. I want, fucking Pong. I think Pong was on fucking arcade. I don't know. I want that. I want some other games. I mean, I don't have the room for that, but if I did, I would go for those. And of course, like maybe a bowling game, so I can just like, fuck. Just like roll the ball down the fucking lane, get shit done that way. But I mean, the thing is, they're getting rid of it all. It's like, goddamn, you go on eBay trying to find some sort of arcade cabinet. You may find one. I don't fucking know. But it's most likely going to be like pickup only because nobody wants to fucking, drag one over to their car or truck or whatever. Or mail it. I don't think they can. But mail it to wherever you are. And the mail carrier that's fucking carrying the giant goddamn fucking arcade cabinet probably couldn't lift the damn thing, especially around here, because let's be honest, some people in Meigs County, they are not built pretty well. Like I could not lift an arcade cabinet, but other people as well around here can't. I don't know anybody that can. You'd have to have a team of like 3 or 4 people. No matter how strong you think you are, you're not strong enough to carry a fucking goddamn arcade cabinet around here. So anyways, that would be an issue, because it's like, why is this arcade cabinet so fucking heavy? And then they put it down, and you feel a fucking earthquake, and then you realize, oh shit, my arcade cabinet's here. But yeah, no one's gonna be doing that because for obvious reasons. But I mean, you'd have to pick it up, and even so, you don't even know if it's a functioning model. I mean, you might be getting a functioning model. I mean, sometimes people on eBay don't really give a really good disclaimer. Rainbow Dash, pipe down. Yeah, you don't really get a good, they don't really tell you what the model is and how good of a condition it is. I mean, some people, I mean, if you're good at fixing arcade cabinets and shit, you're probably not gonna have to worry much, because you go, oh, it's a non-functioning model. Well, I can fix that most likely, and then there you go. If you fix it, it's yours. Whatever. But I don't know. I mean, you shouldn't be getting rid of your goddamn arcades, because goddamn. Like, what if, one day I wanted to play a game of House of the Dead, right? I go to wherever there's House of the Dead arcade cabinet, and it's not there. Because they took it out. Because I guess nobody's playing it. Well, I want to fucking play it. I don't want to go on PC. Download the PC version. I don't really know if there was a PC version. I don't know, or if they made, or if some fan made a PC version. I mean, there is a PC version out there for House of the Dead. So I guess maybe it's made by who made House of the Dead? Fuck, I forgot. Was it Capcom? No, they made Resident Evil. Fuck! I don't even care. I mean, House of the Dead is a good game series. Hard. It's a really hard game. 1 and 2, that's what they were designed to be hard. To suck up all your money that you ever owned. But House of the Dead 3 and 4 and all that stuff, they were easy. I could beat that shit in my sleep. Even the final boss was kind of pathetic. I mean, just keep shooting whatever. But, I mean, just stop getting rid of arcade cabinets, why don't you? And in a way, bring back Ponderosa. I mean, I think... goddamn birds. That's what I think. I think goddamn birds. But, just bring back Ponderosa, bring back you know, whatever. Bring back arcade cabinets, make them a thing again. There's some places in the world you can go, you can pay like $20 or whatever, and you can play as many arcade cabinets as you want. However long, you know, I don't even know if they have a closing time. Like it's like 9 or 10 o'clock at night or whatever. But you could be playing till the very fucking beginning. Like you have to pay like $20 or whatever. But you can go in and just like play as many arcade cabinets as you want for free. There's a fucking hall of arcades basically. Yeah, it's like you name it, they have it. And I'm like, damn it, we need to be closer to one. We need to be closer to one. I'd gladly pay $20 if I had it, just so I can go and play whatever arcade cabinets that I want for free. As many as I want. Free play. There you go. But anyways, guys and gals, that's it for this video. If you like this video, give this video a like. If not, this fine too. Don't forget to comment down below your thoughts on the whole damn thing. Twilight Sparkles being a Twilight Sparkle. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon. Now she's just doing whatever. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon down below to get notified of my future uploads and live streams and whatever the fuck else that I do. And as always, I will see you on the next video. Peace out, people, and bro hoof. Boom. Also, I'd like to know, do any of you remember Ponderosa? Any of you? And what do you think about the whole arcade thing? Do you think they should bring back arcades? Do you think that they should just let them die? Because, I mean, they're old as fucking old-fashioned. No one really cares about them anymore. I mean, I'd like to hear your input. Also, fuck society. That's basically what the shirt is saying. It says, fuck society. F society. It's got like, yeah. Basically, anonymous going on. Yeah! Peace out, people, and bro hoof. Kaboom!